Hello, beautiful beings. As always, welcome back to Spiritual Selfish Channel. I'm your host, Christina Day, and I'm here to help you to focus on you, to raise your vibration, and to become conscious creator of your own life. So, in today's topic, I feel it's going to be really life changing for many of you because let's be real, how many people on earth are worried about opinion of other people? From the majority of us, opinion of other people is what drives our actions, is motivating us to do something, is dictating the way we will show up, the way we will speak, the way we will behave and look. And this is the recipe for anxiety, disaster, and unhappiness. So before we dive in, I want you to just think to yourself, no judgment at all about anything that comes up to you, but ask yourself how much opinions from other people influence me right now to my awareness. How many actions do I actually take which are driven from opinion of other people? Right? And before we start, I want to show you my jumper. I just got this jumper, but it's simple. But what is really cool about it? On one hand, I can't. You probably, yeah, you can. It says inhale the future, and on the other hand, it says exhale the past. So I think it's really, really cool. And this is exactly what I want to start with the topic. We have to let go the past. We have to let go of our past programming where we felt that we have to care about other people's opinions as the priority. And we have to start, inhaling the future and looking into the future from our new self, from our new belief systems, right? So let's start with why do we worry? Why do we worry so much about opinions of other people? Why do we worry so much what somebody thinks of me? Like, where this even starts from, where this is coming from. And I'm sure that majority of you already know, because you're watching this channel, that we are programmed from age 0 to 7. We're programmed through our childhood, where through conditioning and repetition that we experience in teenagers. In school, we create our belief system that actually creates our now, our version of ourselves that are present right now in this moment. So if in the past you have been experiencing a lot of you should do this thing this way, you should be caring what other people think. If you dress this, it's not fashionable. What everybody else will think of you. If you wear whatever you want, what everybody will think of you. You will be outsider. You will be outstanding. You don't want to outstand. You want to blend. You want to play it safe. Keep safe. Just think about it. How, it's hard even to pinpoint one small thing because there's literally majority of our childhood was conditioned to keep us small, to keep our creativity shut. Because if we are different, it means, and I want to speak for a second, what is even different? It's obviously we are different by our appearance. We all are. There's no other person, even if you have a twin, he still looks different. We all look different. So why the heck we should behave the same way? What is difference? Just because everyone have went through this brainwash system that was set up in a really, really smart way, because they know that human mind is programmed through repetition. So all of us went through this brainwashing machine systems as schools, religion, medicine, food, nutrition, health, um, media. Everything is set up in such a way so that you don't stand out. If you stand out, this will be bad, because if you do stand out, you will have your power. If you go against that mainstream, you will take your power back. And this is not good for anybody who is in charge and who wants to rule the world. This is just a side note, right? What I really want you to understand, that if everyone would allow themselves to be themselves, there would not be different, because everyone will be unique. And you, no matter what you will do, you will still belong, because everyone is just allowing themselves. So with that being said, I want to speak about how does it impact us? Okay, yes, I do care about other people's opinions. Yes, I'm in this job position because I do care about my status. Yes, I have this car because I do care what my neighbors will think. That's totally fine. But how does it actually impact us on long term if we always are driven by opinion of other people? We feel unexpressed. We feel unheard. We feel unseen. And very often we feel that we do not belong. And with all of those actions, trying to be at higher status, trying to have a nicer car, trying not to be different and speak the same stuff that everyone is speaking, we're trying to fulfill those needs of belonging, of wanting to be seen, heard, and understood. Because this is that really survival need that every human being has, is to be heard, seen, and understood, and belong, be part of the tribe. And when we're so deeply conditioned that if you do something different, you will be kicked out, you will be rejected, we are trying to replenish those needs with those external validators, right? Oh, almost felt like I will sneeze. That's a good confirmation. Okay, yeah. So when we actually get this external stuff, more and more that external, and trying to fill in that void, we feel unexpressed, because what we are creating, we are not creating. It's not our soul creating. It's our ego creating. Our survival mechanism which is creating all of that stuff that we don't actually need, right? So it's a recipe for unhappiness. And look at our world today. How many people are hating their life? How many people are hating their job, hating their boss, are in the relationship that they don't actually want to be? Why? Because they're afraid to be alone. Why? Because I'm too old, I cannot be single. Why? I need to have that status. I need to have a car. I need to, have a family by a certain age, because that's what society tells me. But how we actually listen, what is that you want, right? So when we are so focused on always filling up that external and making sure everyone is happy with us, and making sure we're belonging, that we're part of the mainstream normal life, we're actually neglecting ourselves, our own needs, on an incredible level. And let's agree, this is no fun. I'm sure that majority of you guys watching are experiencing this. You definitely know people who are stuck in the cycle or feel paralyzed with doing something like, oh, I want to start a business, but what my friends from school would think. Oh, I want to start a business, but what my mom will think. Oh, I actually don't resonate with my mom and everything that she's teaching me, or the way she wants me to be. She wants me to be this perfect daughter, or she wants me to be this perfect son, and I'm not that person. It sucks. Let's be real, it sucks. And it takes courage to go against this mainstream brainwash because everyone is plugged in and everyone will hold onto that past, hold all those limiting beliefs that you have to be certain way, that you have to do something. No, you freaking have, you shouldn't do, no, you freaking have not any, you don't have to meet any of those freaking expectations. Where it's written that you have to meet those expectations, because you don't. Okay? And with this, the most important question, how do I actually stop it? Yes, I know I'm so afraid to do something. I have so many aspiring dreams and desires. I want to dress this way, and be this way. How do I freaking stop this? Because I feel paralyzed. I feel so scared of rejection, of being me, of showing who I truly am, because I feel I'm too much or I'm not enough. I'm not an expert in this. Who am I to do this? Who's gonna listen to me? And all of that bullshit saying. So I want to take an example, real example, to break this down. So majority of the people have fear of speaking in front of the audience. Why do we have this fear? Because when we're in school, most probably you went, in front of the class, you had to present something and you failed. Maybe you did not know something and you were laughed at it. And that creates trauma. That creates a limiting belief that if I show up as my true self or I say something that I don't actually know, I will be laughed at, I will be pointed at, and I will be left out as a stupid. And that's the belief. Majority of the people do not want to speak up in front of the audience because they feel stupid, because they feel they don't have enough to say. And they might feel, oh, if I say something and somebody is won't resonate with that, right? So let's think about this. Okay, if I go on the stage and I show up as myself, I allow myself to show up as myself, and I actually am not so confident about the topic I'm talking about. What if I say something stupid? What if I say something silly? And what if there's somebody in the audience who's gonna say I'm stupid, that I suck? What then? What freaking then? First of all, you will understand that's not end of the world. You're still there. You're still in front of the audience. You're not shoot. You're still a human. You're still are part of this race. But it is uncomfortable. Oh, somebody is upset with me. I upset somebody. It's not a nice feeling. But what we have to understand that we have to stop. I'm always saying focus on yourself, but we also have to stop focusing on ourselves because we are not center of everybody's world. Somebody is expressing his opinion on you. It has nothing to do with who you are or your own value. It has everything to do with what they believe, how they choose to express themselves, and what's their belief and specific topic, what they know or don't know. It does not mean you're wrong or you're right. Everybody has the right on opinion, so allow everybody to have an opinion and express themselves. And you will understand that it's impossible to have the same opinion that you have with the rest of almost 8 billion people on the world. And I'm going to tell you this. People around you, no matter how you show up, if you think you're showing up the way that pleases everybody, that you show up in a way that everybody's happy with you, people think something about you already. People judge you already. No matter in your head, in your mind, you think that you are doing everything right. There are people who are being pissed by you being bold. There are people who are being pissed by you staying small. There are people who are going to be pissed if you show up as your true self. There are always people who will not like something. Is it your responsibility to make them happy? No. Why? Why should you? Everybody has the right for an opinion. So if people gonna think about you something and they are already thinking something, why not just to stop giving a shit and be who you are? Because nothing is gonna change much around you. You're just gonna change a lot internally, and allow yourself to take away that pressure of neediness to be a certain way, of pressuring and suppressing your inner being. Because around you, people are not gonna notice that. They don't know what an expectation you have in your mind. That you had expectations that this has to be this way, this has to be perfect, right? No. And also, a side note, when somebody walks into the room and it's a stranger, you never met him, most probably you already know what this person is like. And this is because our beings has nothing to do with only our words. There are so many things like energy, our body language, where we look, how we hold ourselves. This is what introduces us. So by you even not saying a single word, people have an opinion of you. So if you're behaving like somebody who is shy, and you're holding yourself, you are afraid to look into people into eyes, and you're trying to make yourself look small, guess what? People see that. People are not stupid. And mostly this will be noticed by people who are aware, people who are conscious. And those people, conscious people, will never judge. Like, okay, I'm not saying never, but majority of the time, conscious people won't judge, because what? Why? They went through this themselves. They break out of the system and they know how it feels. They won't judge you because they will see that you are just stuck in those programs and those limiting beliefs. But although on the other side, people who are unconscious, people who are judgmental and who are unaware, they will judge you no matter what you do. They will judge you no matter how good you are. So think about who you want to attract into your life. Because if you're constantly thinking, I'm judged, and you're looking about for opinion of other people, for approval, you will be manifesting and attracting into your life experiences to help you prove that you're wrong, that there's something wrong with you, that there's something not right with you. You will constantly be attracting people who will tell you, I judge you. So if you look at this, by the end of the video, you probably understood, shoot, there's actually layers and layers and layers and layers of this. So my biggest suggestion, my biggest advice to you is just freaking drop it. Just drop everything. Because we're tending, humans, to put so much pressure on ourselves that we have to be a specific way. This have to be a specific way. We have to create a specific way. I'm just tired of this. I don't know about you, but I'm just freaking tired of this. And this is when I was so over it. I was so over pleasing other people. I was so over going to the job and, just taking off the success list, checklist. I just dropped it all. And I was like, fuck that. I'm already judged. But I also feel miserable. So this is my biggest advice to you guys. Please evaluate yourself. How do you feel? If you're happy or you're not happy. And stop suppressing yourself. Because you're judged already. So nothing is going to change in the external majorly. But there's so much going to change inside if you allow yourself to express yourself. And when you allow yourself to express, that's when the true freedom comes in. That's when you stop caring about what people think of you. It's not the other way. You first allow yourself to express, and you notice that nothing is changing, that people still don't give a shit, and they're internally judging you. That's when you let it go. Then that's when you let go the need of always pleasing. All right. If this is helpful for you guys, please, as always, like the video, comment. I would love to hear your opinion, and share this video as well. If you want more information, go check out our videos, go check our blog, our courses on spiritualselfish.com/courses, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!